at our forces in the Middle East. And why they're there, I don't know. But you get the point. Because I believe behind the scenes one day we will find, listen to me, I've said it before, but I want to underscore it. One day we will find that there was a quiet arrangement between Biden and the Islamo-Nazi regime in Tehran. No nuclear breakout until after the election. Now, I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. And the key factor I look at, I don't have any inside information, I use my noggin. The key factor I look at is all of a sudden, they watered down their fissile material. Why? Why would they do that, Mr. Producer? Now they can quickly ratchet it back up. They can quickly ratchet it back up for a nuclear weapon. But why did they do it? Now, why is Biden kicking the crap out of Israel? Is it just for votes in Michigan and so forth? That's clearly part of it. That's clearly part of it. But can you imagine if he announces a nuclear outbreak before the war? Excuse me, before the election? Can you imagine that? Biden will do anything to get reelected, and I mean anything. So for him, this is a 2 for 3 for 4 for. Blame Netanyahu, trash Netanyahu, keep demanding that Israel break itself into pieces where it can't defend itself. Keep accusing Israel with Hamas statistics of a war crime. Now vote basically present abstaining. So it's 14-0 and a ceasefire. And I want to tell you that. And I believe that's what's going on behind the scenes. Why would this administration have hired this guy Malley, who's a pro-Islamo-Nazi regime, who brought in 3 individuals, one of whom, maybe more of whom, in my view, were spies. If not spies, they had a funny way of acting. But let's just say friendly, special pleaders for Iran. Why would you do that? Now, why wouldn't you criticize Iran? When's the last time you criticized Iran, ladies and gentlemen? Schumer doesn't go to the floor of the Senate and attack Iran. Biden doesn't attack Iran. Kirby can barely mention the word Iran. Why is that? Why is that? I think I know why. The watering down the fissile material, to me, was the dead giveaway. Why the hell would they do that? And they can quickly ratchet it back up. U.S. officials notified Dermer the U.S. plans to allow 2 separate ceasefire resolutions to pass in the UN Security Council. One calling for a ceasefire, one calling to release the hostage without one being a condition of the other. So they decouple. So now Israel's supposed to enter into a ceasefire, not destroy Hamas, and hope that the hostages are released. And Netanyahu said, you know what you just did? You just made it impossible for us to get our hostages. Because you just told Hamas that one's not connected to the other. So Israel's not only supposed to surrender and not take out the elements that are left in Rafah, Israel is supposed to do so without any commitment to the release of hostages. Now here's the Biden administration statement, just to show you what pathological scumbags these are. Our vote does not, and I repeat, does not represent a shift in our policy, White House National Security spokesman John Kirby told reporters. We've been clear, and we've been consistent in our support for a ceasefire as part of a hostage deal, but that's not what they voted for. Here's the text of the Security Council resolution, which says it differently than Kirby. And one of the specific points of contention is paragraph 1. Excuse me, as Milstein points out. It's weird calling these stepson Milstein, isn't it, Mr. Producer? But there's a lot of David. 1. Demands an immediate ceasefire for the month of Ramadan, respected by all parties, leading to a lasting, sustainable ceasefire, and also demands the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. So putting aside for the moment that Biden has shifted to being overall ceasefire, supposed to be a temporary one, even before Hamas is eradicated. Israel is strongly opposing the shift in the Biden administration position in the Security Council and does not explicitly include the release of hostages as part of a short-term ceasefire with the words, "and also." So they say, "and also." Not, "and also." It's to be a condition. Now here's the statement from the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's office said after the vote that the U.S. retreated from its consistent stance in the Security Council that only a few days ago tied a ceasefire to the release of the hostages, which China and Russia vetoed last Friday. This retreat hurts the war effort as well as the effort to free the hostages because it gives Hamas hope that intentional pressure will allow them to get a ceasefire without freeing our hostages, he said. In light of the change in the American stance, Prime Minister Netanyahu decided the delegation will not depart. Kirby said there's no change whatsoever. Doesn't that sound like a change to decoupling to you, Mr. Producer? But Hamas thought, they put out this statement. Hamas thanks the UN Security Council for its demand for an immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, calling for a permanent ceasefire that leads to the withdrawal of all Zionist forces from the Gaza Strip and the return of the displaced to the homes from which they left. In a statement posted online, the terror group also says it is willing to engage in an immediate prisoner exchange process that leads to the release of prisoners on both sides. 135 hostages. You know what they now think the number is? 99. They think they've murdered a third. Even the United Kingdom noted that the resolution, quote, "We regret this resolution did not condemn the terrorist acts perpetrated by Hamas on October 7th. That was specifically left out of the resolution. Any condemnation of Hamas, because China and Russia voted against it. And yet, the UK still voted for it. Biden not only betrayed, as David writes, Israel, but also the over 130 hostages, I don't think there's that many, including American citizens, after promising he would do everything to secure the release. Biden has consistently done the opposite, including wrongly pressuring Israel to stand down, going to Napa, that is a vital military pressure on Hamas, which is refusing, incredibly, act. Rich Goldberg, great, one of my shows before, said the UN Security Council resolution under consideration reaffirms the complete moral rock inside the United Nations, supported by the European NATO allies, the United States, and celebrated by America's greatest enemies. The resolution should have been vetoed. There was a ceasefire on October 6th. The resolution makes believe that today, March 25, 2024, exists in a vacuum. That October 7 never happened. That Hamas is not a vicious terrorist organization that must be destroyed. A permanent ceasefire can never be achieved if Hamas can control Gaza. The resolution pretends to care about the hostages, but I told you, they specifically altered the language. So it doesn't. Kirby goes in front of those reporters and lies to his people. You want to know why, America? Because not one of those reporters actually read the message. Not one. And they would have solved the decoupling. Not one of them read it. The betrayal of Israel by the Democrat Party, the Biden administration, the State Department, which is true to form as it did in the 30s and 40s, by the Democrats in Congress, is beyond dispute or debate. They're now bragging. The reason why Biden never criticizes Iran, never hits Iran, even though it kills our soldiers, keeps giving them tens of billions, hundreds of billions, more than Ukraine, and the reason is this. Because I believe there's some kind of an arrangement. What is Joe Biden doing to prevent the Iranians from getting nuclear weapons, Mr. Producer? Absolutely nothing. Zero. Why? Why is he putting all the heat on Israel? Why does he want Israel to take... It's not the citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, if he gave a damn about citizens, he'd secure our southern border. He doesn't give a crap about these Palestinians. Are you kidding me? Any more than Putin does, or China does, or Iran does. They're all pawns for these other countries. If he cared about citizens, he'd secure our border. He doesn't care about citizens, with the fentanyl coming in, the slavery on the southern border, the horrendous situation, potential terrorism going on. We're to believe he cares about those Palestinian citizens. You know what's funny? Nobody cares about them. Not even the terrorist Palestinians. But my point is, what's going on here is about election, Iran, and nukes, as well as the rest. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
Mark Levin here with an urgent alert about your financial security. This October, China and Russia will lead the other BRICS nations in a global meeting to attempt to replace the United States dollar as the common currency. And with these major economies exploring alternatives to the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency could be in jeopardy. That's why I believe it's crucial to take steps to protect your wealth immediately. On Thursdays, I'll be hosting a special financial summit with my friends at Advantage Gold to show you exactly what we feel those steps are. Now, during this free online event, you'll see how to help protect your money from the BRICS situation as well as other key threats to America's financial freedom. Secure your spot today. Call 800-900-8000 and mention my name, Mark Levin. Call Advantage Gold, 800-900-8000 to register right away for this free event. That's 800-900-8000. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GARAGE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GARAGE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GARAGE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or e-gift card. Download the free Upside app now and use promo code EARN for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. That's promo code EARN.
Welcome to the Real Estate Minute with RE/MAX expert Michael Hatfield. Michael, why choose an experienced agent?
Complex issues arise in a home buy or sell. Your agent guides you through issues in multiple offer situations, first-time home buyer needs, problems with inspections, financing, and escrow. Experienced agents sort and then solve problems.
Do agents work differently now than in prior years?
Buyers used to go to an office, thumb through a book, see pictures, then decide which homes to see. Nowadays, buyers identify properties themselves online, so today's agent can focus on more critical priorities.
How do you help clients, Michael?
We work with investment properties, multiple offers, first-time home buyers, sellers, 1031 tax exchanges, and relocation. Experience is pivotal.
Call 925-322-7775 now to schedule an appointment or complimentary home analysis. Call the Michael Hatfield RE/MAX team at 925-322-7775 or go to michaelhatfieldhomes.com. DRE 01493761.
Welcome to the Real Estate Mastermind Live, your go-to podcast and radio show for real estate investors seeking insights from industry leaders. Join hosts Seti Gershberg and Jay Tenenbaum, founders of Scottsdale Mortgage Investments, along with Edward Brown, head of investor relations for Pacific Private Money, as they dive into strategies for raising capital, closing lucrative deals, and scaling your portfolio. Tune in every week at 6 a.m. on Saturdays on KSFO or on your favorite podcast platform. Get ready to elevate your real estate game with the Real Estate Mastermind Live.
Zephyr Solaris is your
a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-898-6155 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-898-6155. That's 800-898-6155. What do you have to lose? Call 800-898-6155. Again, 800-898-6155.
Issue. You know, look, she's pretty much a moderate Republican. I was never any great fan. As you know, I endorsed her opponent in the last run-up. And I don't think she's done a very good job. We lost a lot of seats, a lot of money, and so forth and so on. But what they're doing to her at MSNBC and NBC is disgusting disgrace. But I am shocked at the people who speak up and are amazed at this. I'm shocked. My relationship, America, is with you. It's not with people in Washington. It's not with people in New York. It's not with people on TV or even radio, even though I have some great buddies. It would help if they read more, don't you think, Mr. Lucy? I do the heavy lifting. And I'll explain what I mean. It would just help if they actually read a little. I'll explain that and all of it in a moment. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Erica, an English major at Hillsdale College. Here's Hillsdale President Dr. Larry Arndt with the Constitution Minute.
Human souls make learn. The highest things in life are the best things to learn. One of these, it turns out, is the way we govern ourselves, and one of the best examples of that is the Constitution of the United States. It explains what our government should look like and how it should function to best protect our rights. It was created to give us the freedom to make choices about the way we wish to live. Unfortunately, most colleges and universities teach our Constitution. When they do, they often denigrate it. This is dangerous because it is impossible to preserve our freedom if we don't understand where it comes from and how to protect it. Having a proper civics education is essential to preserving our freedom.
To learn more and get a free pocket Constitution, visit constitutionminute.com.
We'll take a look at KSFO traffic.
You are tied up in Pleasantonville. A two-car crash in the center divide. Eastbound 580 before Hacienda Drive. And a delay from Route Ranch. A wreck in Richmond, East 80 before Solano Avenue. This one's on the shoulder. With a backup from McDonald Avenue. And Oakland, a stall, North 880 before High Street. Center divide with a delay from the Coliseum.
Jobs for someone with autism. Programmer. Teacher.
WIN by Autism Speak helps businesses lead. The Mike Douglas Show. Now, weekdays from Breeze Hill Farm on Power Talk 1360 KFIV.
Hey, Joe. You want to go fishing this weekend? Boy, would I love to. But Joanne wants you to help her cut the house. Really something. Sounds like you need Joaquin painting. Hey, I'll help last year. This thing was great and I never missed it. Mike, get the boat ready. I'm calling Joaquin Painting. Joaquin Painting offers residential and commercial painting services in the Central Valley. Call them for a free estimate.